Hey guys, this is Goku, and on this channel we talk about poker and we try to improve our game using different solvers, different solutions available online, different GTO trainers. We've gone through a bunch of them already. You may check it out in the videos on the channel and with the playlists. And today we're gonna play another GTO Wizard drill. We're doing the BB defense. We are improving the score on each session, but I think this may be the last session that we do here, and maybe we'll switch to blind versus blind because I think I have a lot of leaks in this spot. And yeah, let's jump right into this. We'll play 15 hands of this and we'll see where it takes us. 10-8 off versus hijack open. We're gonna call this. Ace-10 deuce on the flop. We're gonna check call it. Hijack bets a fifth pot bet. We check call. I'm gonna check on the 6 of diamonds, and we hit another diamond and another 10 on the river. And the question is, what should we do here? Should we check for the third time or should we bet? I think we're gonna bet, and we're gonna bet 2/3 here. And the villain folds. If we take a look at what the solver is doing, the solver's doing mostly what we did 40% of the time. Then it's doing a third pot bet 25% of the time, and 30% of the time roughly it's checking. Okay, 5-4 suited versus under the gun limp. We're gonna check it, and on jack deuce we're gonna check fold. Solver approves of this. King 4 off. We're gonna fold, but no, the solver doesn't like folding this here. It would call 98.6% of the time on 60 big blind stack. Yeah. Jack 7 suited, obviously we're calling versus hijack open. And King 9-7 flop, we're gonna check. And I think call one bet. Nope, should be a fold. Gonna check on the turn and fold it now. And if you see, yeah, it should be a fold. We've got third pair, not a lot of other equity. So yeah, it makes sense to just throw this hand away. King 9 off on the big blind on 35 BBs is a call versus under the gun open. And on 6-5-5 we're gonna check fold it. And we see the solver's doing no, it's not doing anything else. Okay. 10-7 off. We're gonna call versus under the gun open, but it shouldn't be a call. It's too weak of a call, it seems. So we're gonna lead now on this flop with our gut shot. We go called. We're gonna check on the turn. And yeah, there's no solution for this spot, so we're gonna move on to the next hand because we seem to be breaking the solver with our weird plays. So we called under the raise from under the gun. There's 10-9 deuce on the flop. We check. The under the gun player checks behind. 7 of spades on the turn. I think we can bet a fifth pot bet here. Get called. Another 9 on the river. We're gonna check and fold it now. But if we take a look at the on the turn, we should not be leading here. Checking 100% of the time. Okay. 6-4 off. We're calling from the big blind versus low jack open, and on the 10-8-5 all spades we're gonna check and call one bet with our gut shot and flush draw We hit the flush. It's a weak flush though, so I'm gonna check call it. And on the queen on the river, we checked, and that's a bad play. We should not be checking, we should rather be betting a third pot bet here with our hand, with our flush. And it makes sense because the villain is checking behind a lot of hands that are calling our third pot bet, like pocket tens, for example. So here we blew it a little bit. Ace 5 off versus button limp. Do we shove it versus button limp on 14 BBs? I think we do a lot of the time. We get called by jacks, but if we take a look at what the solver is doing, it's doing 50-50 check and all in. So that's that. Jack 6, we're gonna check versus hijack limp, and then check fold it on this flop. 9-7 off, gonna call versus under the gun open, and on ace 10-8 all spades we are going to call one bet with our open ender. 3 of spades on the river on the turn, and then jack of diamonds on the river hitting our flush. We're gonna lead for half pot, we get raised, and we're gonna call. And if we take a look at what the solver is doing, so it's betting a 20% pot bet here rather than half pot. And then when it gets raised, it is folding 97% of the time. So we shouldn't be calling, even though it's a small raise. It seems like there's no point calling. You see EV is small, but I guess the villain's not doing that ever with worse hands, or almost never. 8-3 off is a fold. Ace 4 off versus low jack open is a call. 10-9-3 on the flop, and we're check folding. 7-4 suited, we're gonna call, cut off open, and check fold it. Queen jack, we're calling. Queen jack suited, we hit an open ender. I'm gonna check and call the shove, I guess so, right? Can we not call this shove here with open ender, 2 overs, and a backdoor flush draw? I don't think so, right? Yeah, it's 100% call. Good. And then our last hand, king 8 off. I'm gonna call versus low jack open. The flop is king 5-3 rainbow. We check. I think we call one bet. I mean, we call a bet, but not raise ever. We check on the turn. Low jack bets 2/3 of the pot. We're gonna call, and then queen on the river means we're splitting with all weaker kings. We're gonna check, and it goes check check. Cool. So let's stop the session. 81 score. Let's take a look at what our GTO score looks like. 71%, 1-on-1 hands, 27 mistakes. Yeah, Total EV loss 6.4 BBs. That's a lot. 100 hands. Or maybe that's not a lot. Because that's versus a perfect solver play, I guess. But yeah, anyway, it was fun playing this spot. Maybe we'll get back to it later, but for now I think we're gonna focus on blind versus blind, just to make it interesting, to have something new. So do join us in the next video, but for today this is it. If you enjoyed watching this video, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.